What's going on, guys? It's Hal. Today I'm going to answer a question I get asked a lot for you guys, and it's going to be basically, what unit should I save up for to get the most effect out of my tickets, Lapis, any sort of resources in that way? And I'm going to answer, I'm going to do you one better, okay? So what I'm going to go in on today, I'm going to call it the eras or the tiers of power creep, right? Because as we know, power creep exists in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, especially in damage dealing units. A little bit in supports and tanks, but not too bad in non-damage dealing unit classes. So what happens here is there's power creep, and it's not always a line like this. It's not always just moving up gradually over time. What you'll see happen is it'll move up a little bit, and then it'll kind of like plateau off a little bit. And then it'll have a steep jump with like one of the units, and then every other unit after that will kind of follow suit that unit for a little bit, and then it'll jump up steep again. So we're going to start from where we are right now. So Kurosami just came out, fantastic unit. One of the best, if not the best, chaining damage dealing unit available in FFBE right now. Obviously, you don't always need to have the best, and that's why I'm making a video like this. This video is going to answer the question of like, or ask the question. It's going to answer the question, yeah, of what sorts of units you need to be saving for in FFBE and around what ranges of units you should feel comfortable pulling with if you want to use, you know, XYZ unit for, you know, a certain amount of time. So we're going to start out with Kurosami. Super awesome unit. That's where we are right now, power creep wise in FFBE. Now, one of the next units that's going to come out and it's going to last you a long while if you do want to have him is Seaghart, aka Siege Fart, if you put it in the auto translate with Google. So Seaghart, super good tank for you, very similar to Leela, but more defensive wise as far as taking damage from physical damage. And they're still in the same, Seaghart and Kurosami in the same tier of power creep. Seaghart, not really a damage dealer though, so doesn't really get punished as much. Then Uraisha comes out pretty soon as well. For those of you who don't have like a CG Nicole, or even if you're running around with Zargobath or something like that, you want some really good buffs, some magic mitigation, damage mitigation, attack defense, magic spirit buff, HP MP regen, some HP shields as well. Uraisha is going to be a unit available after Seaghart at some point, and she's very strong as well. So if that's something that sounds good to you that you need on your team, then save up for Uraisha. She'll last you a long time. Now after Uraisha, we hanging out, we'll have Folka. Folka will be a healer, very strong, especially after enhancements. Has some water imperil, goes very well. CG Nicole's water imbue if you're using that. But basically she's a healer. She also has physical and magic damage mitigation, and then she gets status ailment immunities as well, and those get even better once she gets enhancements at some point far in the future. So that'll be CG Folka. And then comes the big jump in power creep. All right, so the first 5 units or so that we just went over, they're all like on that plateau, right? They're all doing their own kind of thing, pretty strong. And then we get the first Xenogears banner. We don't know if we're going to actually get this in global, but around the same time as Xenogears, we'll get the stuff afterwards. So Ellie's going to redefine mages pretty much in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. If you basically take, you know, Kurosami / CG Hio's kit where you have double triple cast, Ellie has like quadra pentacast and has different elements, and she can chain and has a bunch of just really good stuff, right? So she's a very strong mage. If you're a fan of Ellie, go ahead and check out the preview series, my sneak peek series. I have one entirely on Ellie, but she's going to be part of that boom, that big old jump in power creep. So after Ellie comes out, I always talked about this on stream, it's always Xenosaga and then Jecht and then Auron. So Jecht and Auron will be next. Very strong damage dealer Jecht is. Quick hit chaining family. You can chain with Tidus, you can chain with Kurosami if you want him to. Double triple cast. A lot of really good stuff here. So if you're a fan of Jecht, feel free in saving up for him, because he will be pretty good after that power creep, Xenosaga style. He'll be around for you. And then we have Auron as well. As Auron's going to be on Jecht's banner. Very strong breaks, very strong buffs. Can chain finish. So he's like a chain finishing buffer breaker support for you. So he'll be available at some point. Keep that in mind. And then there's going to be another Xenogears banner here, and it's going to be Citan. Citan's going to be very strong. He's got access to a lot of different elements. Uses katanas primarily in the future, I do believe. So that's going to be very strong, as well as he has super team. Has 176 attack katana with 20% attack and 75% man killer. So very strong unit in Citan. And then the last unit we're going to talk about as far as eras of power creep is going to be CG Akstar. CG Akstar will come out and CG Akstar was really strong and kind of redefined what it took to be considered number one. A lot of these other units are very, very strong, very, very good. And then Akstar is gonna be that last bump in power creep. So once you see Akstar, you can go for Akstar, and Akstar is gonna be very, very strong. And then units will start getting unit enhancements and try to bump those characters up to where Akstar was. That's where all like the second tier, the second season CG units, they get their enhancements after Akstar comes out. Sephiroth gets his enhancements after Akstar comes out. These enhancements are so good that they kind of redefined how good a unit can actually be, right? Sephiroth was like a dual-wielding chainer, was pretty good, and then they just enhanced Sephiroth, and with his enhancements up, he's basically just better than Hio in a lot of circumstances. Just true double hand, double, triple cast, two-handed katana user. And so after you see Akstar come out, in my opinion, up even until now, you can be comfortable pulling for any unit that you want it to use it for, whether it's a tank, magic tank, damage dealer, mage, whatever. They're all going to be, you know, around the same tier of the power creep. So they're all going to be able to do whatever you really want them to do quite effectively. So with that in mind, they might not be the best of the best, but they will be capable of doing whatever you want them to do. And even Akstar, right? He defines the tier. Akstar to this day is still incredibly strong over in the JP version. So I wanted to get this out there for you guys because I had this question a lot, you know, who should I save for? Who's good? Who's going to last me a while? And I wanted to go a step beyond that and talk about, you know, my tiers of power creep leading on from where we are now to where JP is. And obviously, if you have fast forwarded to the end here, or if you already got mad and commented down below, this is only for stuff that we know will come over in the global version, or stuff that we know we can access to. This doesn't, you know, include time-limited global exclusive events that we have, you know, no information on. This doesn't include 7-star Christmas. So this doesn't include 7-star Rico Rodriguez or Tomb Raider Eileen, any sort of collaborations that are going to be global exclusive that way. You don't know anything about Chow. We can't talk about how strong those are going to be because we have no data to go over how strong they will be in comparison to these other characters. So with that in mind, this is my layout of the tiers of power creep for you guys. So if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know down below. Sorry if the video quality is a little bit off. I've been quite busy this past weekend, and I had to pop in and record a couple things for you guys while I was out doing some family matters stuff. So let me know how you feel. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.